Is a home-based connected Eufy camera like the Eufy Cam 2 Pro better than the E40, which connects directly to Wi-Fi? Let's find out.
Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we will compare and see if there is a big difference between the battery-powered outdoor security cameras from Eufy. Before we dive in, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you. Eufy started out with the Eufy Cam and the Eufy Cam E, then the Eufy Cam 2, and then the 2C, adding color mode when the spotlight is on. All of them were recording in 1080p. Then they released the Pro versions of the 2 and the 2C, upping the resolution to 2K quality. Now, I've done review and comparison videos on these cameras and I will link some of them in the description down below. A home base or a base station is required to set up these cameras. So the home base is connected to your router either by an Ethernet cable or via Wi-Fi, and the cameras connect to it. All the recordings are stored in the home base. Then Eufy released their SoloCam series of cameras starting with the E series, the E20 and the E40, which I have here, that looks exactly the same as the Eufy Cam 2, just a bit shorter. Then the L series, which I have the L20, which now has a different design and with an integrated ring light. Then finally, the cream of the crop, S40, which has the integrated ring light plus a solar panel on top. This had a rocky start when it first came out, but Eufy has ironed out the issues, and now mine has been working pretty reliably in front of the garage. And ever since I reviewed it, I haven't plugged it in to charge it. And at time of this recording, it is 99% charged. And I have it in customized recording mode for 1 minute, but have the end clip early when motion stops toggled to on. I usually have 10 to 20 recordings a day, and its internal memory is maxed out and is in loop recording. And I still have recordings from November of last year, so that's pretty good. Now, these newer SoloCam series cameras doesn't need a home base and they are standalone and connects directly to your Wi-Fi. In camera performance standpoint, there's not a lot of difference, but I know that the E40 from all Eufy cams that I have is way more sensitive, in a good way, and always record earlier, especially when the motion is going towards the camera. And the Eufy Cam 2 and the rest of the SoloCams follows next. Then the 2C and the 2C Pro, which I'm assuming might be because of the design. It is just a tad late in recording when motion is going towards the camera, but it's pretty good when motion goes across it, which is the ideal situation of any PIR-based camera. Overall, I don't think this is a deal breaker, but integration is. Eufy's home base, when you connect compatible camera or cameras, Eufy's battery video doorbells and their alarm system and sensors to it, they are all integrated. You can use automations and you can arm, schedule, and disarm all or some of them with one click. Also, the Eufy Cam 2, 2C, and the Pro versions are HomeKit compatible. Another thing, because the SoloCam series cameras are dependent on your Wi-Fi, you need to have a good reliable Wi-Fi in the area where you want to install it. And a tip for somebody that uses a mesh network, try to set up the camera to where you're going to install it so that it will connect to the nearest beacon or extender. And also, this is where I noticed overall with the home base dependent cameras, the user experience is way better. Connects, plays the live view, and recorded footage more smoothly than the SoloCam series. And the home base can actually act as an extender for your cameras if you connect it via Wi-Fi in your network and place it in between your router and the cameras. Also, I got a lot of comments and emails from this, and because one might think that the main advantage of a home base connected camera, because it stores the recorded footage in the home base itself, is that the footage will be protected and saved even if the camera is stolen. Well, somebody can just push and hold the sync button to reset the camera, and the footage will get deleted from the home base. But in the same token, if you have any of the SoloCam series and if somebody steals it, then the footage goes with it because of its internal storage. My advice is, if you install the camera to where somebody can reach it, you might want to subscribe to their cloud recordings so that you will have a backup. But just try to install not just these cameras but any security camera higher so that nobody can just jump up and grab it. Another difference that you might ask is, what if there is a power failure? The home base is plugged in, so when power is out, there will be no recordings. But Eufy recently released a battery backup for their home base too, which I actually did review, and I'll also link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. Now, even when power is out, both Homebase dependent and also the SoloCam series cameras will continue to record when motion is detected. So with all this information, which one do you think is better? Personally, I really don't know, but I'm leaning towards Eufy's Homebase cameras. From my user experience, the camera loads up faster, more reliable connection, and smoother footage when viewed from the app. I like the bells and whistles of the S40, especially the built-in solar panel, and the camera detection performance is good and reliable, but the user experience in connecting to live view or to the recorded footage, occasionally it takes time to load up, and the footage is choppy when viewed from the app. That I usually just download the footage to my phone to see the actual recording. And this is another thing, it downloads the footage longer than the Homebase connected cameras. I really wish, and I know Eufy can do this, is to add the Homebase connection to their SoloCam series cameras, and also to all their wired-in plug-in cameras. So Eufy, it's time to integrate your devices. How about you? Which one is better for you? And what is your setup? Comment down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.